are you this morning? Bum Slide Thursday. Hope you're having an awesome one so far. And if you're not, stick around. We're going to make it better for you.
I love that we say Bum Slide Thursday. People don't.
What?
Luann made that up one day. She just said, you know, you get to the top. It's like, well, what is it?
Hump day.
You get to the hump day, and then you're at the Thursday, top of Thursday, and you just slide on into Friday.
Bum slide down.
Put your feet in the air and your legs in the air and go see a doctor.
Because you hit a bump on that bump slide Thursday and you got a bad back now.
Hey,
ho!
What's going on today, Lou?
Well, you know what? Mariah Carey turned 49 yesterday.
49?
49 yesterday.
Really? 49?
Yes. Mariah? And she has 7-year-old twins, of course. So she posted on Instagram 49. A picture of her little babies. So cute. There's one of the twins. I don't know if it's the girl or boy, wears glasses. Oh, my word. Just so cute.
Who's their baby daddy? Clive? No, who was she with?
Nick.
Oh, okay. Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon.
Really?
Yes.
That's who she... They're not together still, are they? No. He's the host of like America's Got Talent and stuff? That's her?
Yeah.
Really? They were together?
For quite some time.
I don't know.
See the little girl with the glasses? She's so cute.
Oh, she is cute.
What a doll, yeah. So anyway, she posted a couple of pictures of her and the kids on Instagram for her birthday, and then she reposted this post from Ariana Grande. And the post from Ariana said, happiest anniversary, because you know, Mariah doesn't do birthdays. She counts anniversaries. She doesn't count years. Darling. So she says, happiest anniversary, queen of everything. Loved you then, love you now, love you tomorrow. So Instagram went berserk.
Because Ariana Grande loves Mariah?
And because, like, Ariana Grande is the next Mariah. Or
is that what people think?
Well, yeah, with the thing that they do. Yeah, that was me singing. So she reposted it, and then she wrote at the bottom of it, thank you, darling.
Oh, darling.
So apparently Instagram just went kabunga over it.
It's Lady Gaga's birthday.
It is? Today?
She's 32.
Oh, she's just a spring chicken.
32 years old and so rich.
She could not work ever again, right? And
I know.
And live fine.
I'm sure.
Like, I like my house.
I have a question.
If I was 32 years old and had her money and my house, I would not work for nothing.
Well, that's what I'm talking, like Justin Bieber. I don't know if I want to spend time being a father, and I'm kind of depressed, and I want to take a break from music. So take a break. Does he ever have to work again?
I would think no.
I'd buy an island. Absolutely. I'd buy an island.
Yeah. You know what? You could not perform.
I'd perform on my island. That would save everybody a lot. Nobody would have to watch me. That would make everybody so much happier.
People would be coming in kayaks and canoes and blow up rafts. Tim singing, let's get there.
Are you kidding? They'd be sending warplanes to bomb the island.
Messages in bottles.
We can hear Tim singing. Anyway, it's Lady Gaga's birthday. I'm not done yet.
Okay.
It's Lady Gaga's birthday, and she's 32 years old, but she sang that song, Love Game. This was the one you didn't know. There's a lyric in the song called Love Game where she sings, I want to take a ride on your disco stick. You didn't know that song, right?
I want to take a ride
on your disco stick.
On your disco stick.
That's a lyric from her song Love Game. What was an earlier one? Wow. It's the one where she's wearing like the...
That really caught me off guard. I'm so emotional about that.
Well, and the reason that I mentioned that is because...
I want to ride on your disco stick.
Because today is Something on a Stick Day.
Something on a stick day?
Yeah, you know, you look up to what it's something on it. It's basically, it's encouraging you to have something on a stick. So
anything on a stick?
Well, you could have a disco stick if you wanted to, Luann.
Could I carry a stick around with me and just say...
Walk lightly and tread lightly and carry a big stick. You could eat something on a stick, like a popsicle.
Or a pogo.
Yes, you could.
Yum. Dipped in mustard,
You could do what Florence Myler does.
What does Florence do?
Florence Myler is an 84-year-old pole vaulter. How about that? An 84-year-old.
Oh my word!
An 84-year-old on a stick.
An 84-year-old on a stick.
Something on a stick day.
You know what? They should get her a disco stick to pole vault with.
Luann, she's competing at the World Masters Athletics Championship in Poland Florence Myler, she's 84 years old. She's in 5 events: the long jump, the 60-meter run, the 60-meter hurdles, and the 800-meter run, and the pentathlon.
Good Lord.
She said she feels more like 70.
So do I.
So do I, and I'm 56. She's the only, now she's going to win the pole vault.
She's going to?
Because she's the only one registered in her age group.
Well, so yeah.
Well, the age group
that's why she's doing it. We think she's so awesome. She's just doing it because nobody else is. But she doesn't have to really ever jump over nothing.
The age group is 80 to 84. How many people do they... I was thinking, would it really be so bad to let her compete against somebody who's 79 or 85? I mean, there she is. Look at Florence.
Look at her, God bless.
She's 84 and she jumps on a stick.
And it's a disco stick in her mind.
Yeah,
perhaps.
So there you go, Florence.
But I mean, she goes all the way to Poland.
Good luck in Poland.
Does an 84-year-old still need a disco stick? That's what I want to know.
Oh, yes.
Right? Yeah?
Mae West, she lived a long time and she was very busy on her disco stick.
Okay.
She used to say, Mae West would say, "It's not the men of my life, it's the life of my men."
Okay, thanks for that. There's a visual I cannot ever get out of my head now.
Mae West would work for, she did Paramount.
She worked for
2 different companies, Paramount and Fox. So she would do stuff, there's Mae West, she would do things for Paramount during the day, and then she would also film in the evening for Fox, and she'd say, "I'm the girl who works for Paramount all day and Fox all night."
Really? Fox is that old?
Yes.
Oh, I thought Fox was just a spring chicken.
No.
So they've been around way too long.
Yep.
I've always said Fox has been around too long, but now it's way too long.
Yep.
We talked yesterday about how this is Women's History Month.
Yes.
And this is the cutest thing.
Okay.
Reese Witherspoon issued an Instagram video of her busting a move. Well, she's the first one to say she so can't dance. Like, goodness gracious, she just can't. Her and her look-alike daughter, like seriously, they're twins, are all over Instagram all the time. So she posts this video and you can see Reese trying, and somebody's off to the side yelling things at her like, "Do the Roger Rabbit." Do MC Hammer.
Is it her daughter?
No, it's somebody that it looks like she's on a movie set.
Okay.
So if you're an Instagram person, check that out because it's just the cutest thing in the world. I don't think Reese Witherspoon could do anything wrong.
You love her.
I just love her. She's just she's a mom, she's a working mom, she's normal, she's like happy, she's funny.
Wait a second. Was she the one who played Johnny Cash's wife?
Yes.
She can sing.
She did a duet with Michael Bublé on one of his albums.
She did her own singing.
Yeah.
I do like her.
She's a doll.
Is she also one of the ones who's in the series about the women and they're all I can't remember.
Oh my God! I thought he was going to puke on me. Good Lord! What was that?
No. Little Lies, Big Little Lies. Is she in that? Is that her?
Yes, I believe that's her.
That's a great. I can't wait to see more of that. Big Little Lies.
I've never seen it.
Her and the Australian
Julia
one.
Roberts and Nicole Kidman.
Is Julia Roberts in it now? And Nicole Kidman. Oh, that's a good show.
Yeah, eh?
It's been so long since I've seen it because I don't think the new ones are out yet for on Netflix.
It's a real girl power kind of a thing, from what I've read.
It's also like it's like gossipy and
is it? Oh, fun.
And there's like murders and stuff and deaths.
Big Little Liars.
Big Little Lies.
Big Little Lies.
It's a great show.
I'm gonna have to watch that because I just love her.
Speaking of Big Little Lies,
she also actually has a production company of her own, where she has taken on projects to employ women in the industry.
That's Reese Witherspoon?
Yes.
We're still talking. Oh, I'm sorry.
The one that I was just talking about before you wandered away on me there? Yes. So way to go, Reese.
And way to go.
I know you're watching.
Way to go, International Women's Month.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was going to talk about, speaking of Big Little Lies.
Yes.
Jussie Smollett. What's going on? I don't understand.
Everybody's saying it's been whitewashed. Nay, there's a term you don't want to hear.
Luann, for me, everything is just turned upside down in the whole wide world.
Yes, yeah.
The
Mueller report was useless.
The Mueller report, and then Michael Avenatti, and now Jussie Smollett, and they all keep saying I'm still. Okay, first of all, what were the police in Chicago are so mad they're releasing,
and the mayor.
They're releasing information from their reports.
Oh, I didn't see that yet today.
They have released some of the investigation that they did because they're so ticked off and they want people to know what happened. And now also the prosecutors are saying, we never intended to have this sealed. They sealed everything. We thought there might be some parts of it sealed, but when the court decided to seal everything, that was a surprise to them. So now I just don't. And
there's got to be a Freedom of Information Act issue there.
But how can people say, well, we believe that he's guilty, but they didn't prosecute him and they didn't charge him, so he's innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
So I don't understand.
No, I don't know how, and I think that's what the problem is. The police chief and the mayor of Chicago both are totally exasperated with the whole situation.
So am I, frankly.
Yeah, but you know what? Stay with us because we're going to have wonderful things.
We're going to solve the problems of the world on this show. So stay with us on Mornings with Luann and Tim. I'll be right back. So joining me in the studio now is Jenny McDonald from the Red Cross, Canadian Red Cross.
Yes.
What a district you represent, though.
A little bit, yeah. It's Algoma District, Sudbury and Manitoulin.
But Sudbury's not Algoma, is it? For you, it is.
For me, it's my district. I have that whole area.
Sudbury and Sault Ste. Marie.
Yes.
That's huge.
So
Jenny.
from Hornpain to French River to North Bay. That whole area.
Wow. You coordinate.
Yes, but I don't do it without volunteers.
That's the whole Red Cross thing is volunteers.
Yes, volunteers,
right?
Yep.
So let's go back to, we had Louise Van Lit on the show, maybe just last week.
Yep.
She was talking about some of the services that you provide in town for things like the seniors and just assistance, in-home assistance, all that great stuff that they do. But you're here to talk about disasters.
Disasters,
So the name of your program is what?
Emergency management.
Emergency management.
Yes, so we changed it, but it is disasters.
Now, right off the hop, let's get into this because a big part of what the Red Cross does is educates, preparedness, upstream, get ready before the emergency occurs so that you can help yourself, right?
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay, so for the amount of snow that we've had this year, it's a little bit scary.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure everybody's prepared for any type of disaster, flooding, emergencies. So we ask that each person think about what the risks are in their community. So Gooley, for example.
You're a Gooligan yourself.
I'm a Gooligan.
What did you say, 5 generations?
5 generations. So we look at what can you do. So you know what your risks are. Could be flooding, could be power outages, ice storms, could be not safe drinking water. What would we do as a family or a community if that happened? Yeah, so you know what your risks are, so then you want to create a plan. So your family wants to have a plan. You work all over the city, your kids may be in school, you want to make sure that you have a safe place to meet if you're not in your home. So a location to meet, you want to have a plan maybe to get out of your house, you want to make sure you have stuff either to shelter in your home up to 72 hours or a couple weeks at a time, or you have a ready bag that you can grab and take with you, because disasters can happen to anyone, we want to say.
All those things you just mentioned are amazing, but that was probably a lot for people to take in one sitting. So do you have a website or something where people can go and look and see, oh, here's how we can help get organized for our household?
Yeah, it's just www.redcross.ca. And what we really promote is building a kit. So you want to think, and I'll go slow, you want to think of all the things you might need. So if the power's out, you may not be able to use your cell phones either. The towers could be out. So you want to have a list of phone numbers, because we don't even know
That is so true. When my phone dies, I don't know how to call anybody. If I can't find my phone, I don't know anybody's number.
Yep. And how about cash? Because the ATMs won't work. So you want to have cash.
Oh, I don't have cash even when
you want to have documents, special documents, maybe your deed, maybe your insurance. You want to have medications with you, clothes, water, can opener, Because if you take cans, yes.
You know what's really good too? My friend Steve, he goes camping a lot and he does the dehydrated stuff.
Oh yeah.
Those meals, you can get entire meals, and all you do is you add a little bit of water. Ooh, you got a meal.
Like you're going to go to space.
That's a great idea too.
But so whatever works for you, right? So that's kind of the preparedness aspect. But during response is what the Red Cross does, and you see everywhere and across Canada we had forest fires and flooding and the tornadoes in Toronto, Gatineau, and so what the Red Cross does is the municipalities, the fire departments, or whoever we work with will call us out to respond, and we help with the basic needs like food, shelter, and clothing. So we have to be able to do that. So we strategically place teams across the districts. So there's 3 teams in Sault Ste. Marie, and all volunteers, and they respond to the fires we had. So we had the big fire there, Studio 10.
Yes.
So they are called out by the fire department to provide 72 hours of service. So they'll assess those individuals, make sure that they're provided with food, shelter if needed.
People who've been left homeless because...
Yep.
Wow. Food, shelter.
Food, shelter, clothing.
Clothing. And
personal services. And so where we get that stuff is from the Walmart. Right?
Okay.
So we have pre-purchased and for bigger scale disasters, blankets and hygiene kits and things like that. But for a small scale disaster, we'll write out a voucher and they just take it to Walmart and they shop. And the Walmart is wonderful. They help those people and they don't judge them.
And also Walmart helps fundraise.
Yes, so right now it's a Walmart campaign.
Yeah.
So you can donate $1 or more and it goes right to the Red Cross and stays right in our community.
It stays local.
Yes.
There you go.
So it's actually spent back in our store to help our neighbors.
So that so the Canadian Red Cross on a national level is now in charge of fundraising for the entire country for the Red Cross, right?
That's right.
But when you do these grassroots things, they stay in the community.
That's right.
Okay, but now the question is, that's money. The volunteerism is the biggest piece of this picture. You said you have 3 teams, all volunteers, and they come from all walks of life. So.
Yes.
You mentioned some of the kinds of careers that people have that volunteer for the Red Cross that you might think, I don't have the skills to help in an emergency situation, but go ahead.
Well, we have a retired electrician.
Okay.
We have a mom who's now retired.
Okay, yeah.
But she raised 4 children. Yeah.
She knows about emergency management.
Right. We have 2 young inspired doctors. They're going to be doctors. We have a young man that works at the Walmart. So any walk of life.
And you provide the training.
Yes, the Red Cross.
Constantly, well, yes, not you personally, but the Red Cross.
I am a trainer, though.
What are you training?
I do the interviews.
Oh, that's true.
Yes.
So if I were to come in, you would sit down, you get some history on me.
Yep.
You ask me some questions.
Yep.
And you find out what I'm good at.
Yes.
And then you can say...
You really have to work on your people skills. So we'd have to make sure that he got trained, be able to engage individuals and so forth.
So we all have skill sets that are applicable in one way or another.
Yes.
Okay, and you're going to figure those out for us and you're going to help train us.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the training is ongoing.
It's ongoing, and the biggest commitment would be our weekly meetings. But in our weekly meetings, we will debrief what had happened, successes and challenges from the last time, and we do a lot of team building exercises. A very social group, because when they are responding, it's very serious, right? You need to act and think on your feet and know your stuff, and
What are some of the areas that you train in? Can you name a couple of the programs that you...
Well, we have 2 roles, responder role and a supervisor role. So they'll be trained on responding, so on how to speak to people, like the soft skills you need. So you are comfortable making an assessment. So you have to assess and determine what their needs are at that time. Okay. A supervisor role is how to manage and work. So there's 2 parts actually for the volunteer. We do our PDA, which is our Personal Disaster Assistance Program. That's where we provide 72 hours of service, house fires, apartment fires within the cities, within the municipalities. The second part is our emergency response team, and those are volunteers that deploy across Canada. So you're trained in whatever level that you... So you're never gone and not knowing what to do. We will make sure that you're able to do.
We had so much more we talked about before the show that we didn't get a chance to get out, but our time is up.
Okay.
Would you come back sometime and we can talk some more about that?
I will.
Because we talked about some of the flood relief stuff and what you guys did when you gave great examples of what the Red Cross does when we talked about the fires out
Fort Mac.
at Fort Mac.
Yes.
And I'd love to get some of that information out too, so the audience really understands how much you do, and not just in the community, across the country.
That's right.
But Jenny McDonald, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Go to their website.
Yes.
And check out emergency preparedness.
Yes.
And be ready, because that snow is going to melt. And we're going to have some more storms. It's going to get better, not worse.
No, we're not.
All right, we'll be back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim. Don't go anywhere. And thanks again, Jenny.
You're welcome.
Are you a prepared person? Would you be good in
You know what?
emergency
I'd be
situations?
awesome.
Would you?
Yeah, I used to volunteer for Red Cross. So,
Oh, did you?
Yeah, years ago. And yeah, I have a cold room that's like equipped, man.
You're ready for it.
Oh, yeah. I have a separate can opener down there. Because people think, okay, I'm going to store canned goods. Awesome idea, but don't forget the can opener.
She said can opener in the interview.
There you go.
Wow. Okay, good. You did
you?
that. Eh? What?
Are you prepared?
Not at all.
No, really?
Oh gosh, no.
I could go.
I don't even know where my flashlights are.
They say 72 hours. I could do 72 days. Seriously.
Actually, I'm a liar. Oh, look, there's emergency preparedness kit.
Yeah.
Pre-made versus do-it-yourself. So I can just buy one.
You can buy one, or just go online and Google it.
And Google it and put one together.
Or go to the Red Cross.
Okay, I do know. I'm a liar. I know where my flashlights are, but I would never have canned goods. No, no. That's
Really?
I'm gonna do that.
Buy them on sale. Stock up.
Okay, but Walmart.
The pasta
And
ones?
while I'm there, I'll make a donation to the Red Cross.
There you go. See, perfect.
Thank
But
you.
you know what? The canned goods too, things that like I always thought vegetables and stuff, but they say a little bit more substantial things like canned meat, but also the pastas. You know, the ravioli and stuff like that. Yeah, because there's meat in it, and you know, it's a little bit heartier, and that sort of granola bars, energy bars, all kinds of stuff. Water.
Stew.
Puritan stew.
Yeah.
Love it.
I meant a guy named Stu.
You want to be locked up? Okay.
Well, I want him to take care of me in an emergency.
Yeah, you're going to be prepared.
I keep him in a can. Stew in a can. Let him out. What?
Let him out. If you're an Adele fan, as I am, like a freak, she's such a beast. She was seen going into a recording studio in New York yesterday, incognito. Ooh. She was all dressed in black and had the hood on and stuff, black sunglasses. So maybe she's doing some more music. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yes.
Yeah.
But she's raising a family right now, isn't she?
Yeah. But her baby's like...
You can do both.
Well, yeah. Look at me, how successful I've been at both.
Your children are in their 30s.
Yes. But I had to work through their childhood.
You did.
That's right.
And now, you're a grandma.
Now I'm a grandma.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Is that baby coming to see you?
Soon. Soon. I can't wait to see him. Oh. Can't wait.
All right.
He's the cutest baby. I know yours is cute. Mine's cuter. I'm just saying.
My dogs are cute.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't have babies.
No.
No. I mean,
you're not a baby guy.
I'm not a... No.
No.
My father wasn't either.
No, eh?
He wasn't a coochie-coo kind of guy. No. My father was the kind of guy that once you were 13 years old and could carry on a conversation with him, you were golden. Before that, he was like, hi, how you doing? How was your day? What did you learn in school? You know?
Yeah, right, for sure. Yeah, some people just are into it and some people aren't. And you know what? If you're not into it and you don't want to have kids, don't. Like, people always feel obliged. You don't have to feel obliged for nobody.
You know, I can remember back in the day, I had a friend in Toronto, David, his name was David, and David always, this was back in the 80s, David always wanted to have a kid. And he was a gay guy, and he was in a relationship with another guy, and at that time, there was you couldn't adopt if you were gay. You couldn't do this whole what do you call that when somebody carries
in vitro or surrogate,
any of that kind of stuff. No way. And it was a really sad time for gay guys back then. It was like they wanted to be parents and they couldn't. Yeah. And now here they are. You can get married. You can raise children. And I don't want to have anything to do with any of it. Thanks anyway. Glad you fought the good fight for yourselves. I'm outie.
And on that note, we'll be right back after this. And we were just chatting about how the icebreakers are out. It's so nice. I love this time of year.
It's hopeful.
It's hopeful, right?
You know what else?
What?
I can see parts of my shrubs. The snowbanks are receding.
Finally.
I can see some green.
Yes, yes. The snowbanks in the back are just kind of like slowly coming.
My neighbor.
You know what? I wish it was faster, but then I appreciate that it's not faster because I don't think there's been a lot of flooding issues so far.
No, it's been a slow melt.
Yeah, which is awesome because we had a ton of snow.
Were you awake last night when the thunder and lightning?
What was going on with that? Jim was downstairs watching his show and came running up and he said, "What? I saw the lightning flash," and he said, "I couldn't understand."
Yeah, we were rehearsing it.
Then I heard the rumble and I was like,
"Yeah, I thought, was that lightning?"
Yeah.
And then we had an actress who was rehearsing who was terrified. She hates thunderstorms.
Oh,
and we're in the middle of rehearsal and she's like,
"Oh, poor thing." My sister's always been petrified.
I love storms.
Me too.
You do?
I do. I like to go. Jim and I have a garage with two.
A garage.
A garage with
Espanola.
two. Garage. That's why it's French.
Okay, garage.
So, like, you know, the not the man door, but the wide door. We have two of those. One's on the inside facing our backyard. You could never put a car in there.
You have a drive-through garage?
Yeah.
That's so clever.
But you know what? We don't. You can't because the lawn's there. We just have it so we can put it up and sit there and watch the rain and stuff. Yeah, we love it.
We go to the pool house.
Yes, that's like the pool house. Bigger than my house.
And what do you call those roofs? The PV, like the see-through roofs. So you can just lie there and watch the lightning and stuff through the roof.
I wouldn't know because I've never been invited.
No, well, that's because I don't like you.
Somebody's off the market. Sorry, buddy. Lambert. Adam Lambert, official. It's on Instagram. He posted pictures. It's got to be official, right? Being really goofy with his boyfriend, Javi Costapolo, who, I don't know, is a model.
Javi Costapolo?
So they're both really
Does that qualify for something on a stick day?
Wow, don't even want to, on a polo stick. Yeah, so it's official. And they look adorable together because they're both not nice looking at all, so I feel bad for them.
I guess I won't trade Keith in just yet then.
No, you better hang on to him.
No,
yeah,
Adam.
More like you better hang on to
Remember, I showed you that guy from American Idol, the singer, the redheaded guy.
Oh my word!
Is he not Adam Lambert like good? Like
even I find Adam Lambert is a really strong, loud, but this kid is. But the kid was more emotional.
Yeah, the voice.
In my mind.
I forget what his name is, but he's the one whose father is a minister, and they kicked him out of the church because he's gay. But he goes in and cleans the church as the janitor, but he's not allowed to be part of the congregation.
He can't be part of the congregation, but he can be their janitor.
Yeah,
Shame
but now he's not
you.
even going to be the janitor anymore because he's going to be a superstar. Superstar.
Wouldn't that be awesome? And then he can go back and say, you know, this broom, it's sit on a stick day.
Something on a stick day.
It's something on a stick day. And then, of course, all over Twitter, Olivia Jade, who is the daughter of...
Will Smith.
No.
I'm wrong.
The girl who paid...
Jaden Pinkett Smith is his wife.
No. Olivia Jade is the daughter of the woman who paid to have her go into the school. From Full House?
Oh, Lori Loughlin.
Lori Loughlin, yes. The daughter was huge on YouTube. Actually, both her daughters were very, very big
YouTube stars,
on YouTube. Yeah.
That's her right there.
Yeah, so she's actually on social media talking about how her application for university was rejected because she can't punctuate. So that's why her parents apparently had to pay $500,000 to get the kid in.
She can't punctuate?
No, apparently she can't row either. Apparently none of that matters if you have money.
She can't spell, she can't row, but boy, you know what? She can talk.
She's cute and she can talk, so she's okay.
Basically, she's me. No, I'm very good with punctuation, period. So, comma, stay tuned, period. Because we have more coming up with an author. Talk about spelling and punctuation. My next guest is an author. We'll be right back after this method.
Yeah, that's why you didn't ever go to post.
Well, now, Rick Prashaw. Did I say it right? Prashaw?
You have it right.
You are, he is the author of this book, Soar, Adam, Soar. It's about your son, Adam. Adam was born Rebecca Danielle Adam Prashaw. Adam was transgender.
Yes.
Adam was an epileptic.
Yes.
Adam was amazing.
1,000 times.
Let me tell the audience about you a little bit. You're pretty remarkable yourself, Rick. Rick had a diverse career as a journalist, a Catholic priest. He was the executive director of a national NGO, the Church Council on Justice and Corrections, political staff to members of Parliament, Tony Martin. He is a winner of the National Ron Weeb Restorative Justice Award. You live in Ottawa and you write, and you're an advocate for organ donation and equality for people who are transgender. Welcome to Mornings with Luann and Tim.
Thank you, Tim. It's so good to be in the Sioux.
Welcome back to Northern Ontario. You're from originally the North Bay area, did you say?
North Bay, but I honestly claim North Bay, Sudbury, and the Sioux as home for either work or family reasons.
And a number of years you spent up here too, right?
I was Tony's staff for 7 years, living in Ottawa, but often here, and always given Tony, it was always about the Sioux, so driven by constituency writing stuff.
You knew Tony from an earlier age, though.
Yes, youth work, church work, a lot of years.
Yeah. How many years were you a priest?
I was a priest for 12 years, 12 wonderful years, Diocese of Sault Ste. Marie, including one remarkable year up here, Goulet River, Garden River, Batchewana Bay.
Wow. Beautiful community.
Beautiful people.
Okay, yes. And so then the story goes from being, so you started off in the priesthood, then politics came next. Is that correct?
The NGO work came next, working for healthy, safe communities. And then in 2004, after I did a run for a candidate for the New Democrats, Tony hired me on staff for that remarkable ride, healthy communities, poverty elimination, all that stuff.
Okay, now we transition to the role of you go from being Father Prashaw to father.
Yeah. Well, exactly. And I thought, as I say in the book, I knew something about, birth and babies. I baptized a few hundred of them, but I knew nothing. And the wife, Suzanne, says, we're having a boy. She's having her fourth. I'm having my first. And she said, it's a boy. It's just absolutely where it is in the womb. It's like my David. It's not like my Lauren and my Lindsay. So we start calling the kid Adam. Well, lo and behold, the doctor at Sudbury identifies the kid as a girl. We named the kid, being smart parents, Rebecca Adam Danielle.
You put
Prashaw.
Adam in the name.
Oh yes, and the kid loved that name, the boy's name.
And was that in there because you had been calling the baby Adam in advance, and you just thought, we can't let that go?
Well, we'd like to say it's because we're smart parents, but no, there was some intuition, some hunch, and it took 20-some years for Adam to come home to himself, but he was all boy. He was all boy.
What did Adam love to do? You mentioned some of the sports.
Terrific hockey goalie as Rebecca. 7 years in the crease. I think learned a lot of life's lessons in the crease about leadership and stopping the puck and life shots and all of that stuff I talk about in the book. Loved Batman. Was a crazy Carey Price Habs fan. Just irrepressible, fast lane. The labor was 17 minutes and the kid never left the fast lane, Had a hard life given the epilepsy and some of the discrimination that happens with the transgender issue, but, one of my favorite pictures...
Never broke his spirit.
Nothing broke his spirit, and within a day, he'd do his rant for a day, and then he'd be back in a positive place. He just seemed to choose choose life. And for the short life, for the 22 years, that's where I went to. And so his social media is all down the sides of their pages, and someone said, well, it must be sad. I said, well, it's got a sad chapter about the drowning that takes place, but no, Adam didn't do sad, and so many of his posts just rescue the readers from any worries about it being a sad book.
Now, you mentioned there's a couple of things we want to get to about how the book is written, how it's constructed, but let's talk a little bit about, you mentioned the drowning. So Adam had epilepsy and a couple of surgeries. And he went for it. He wanted normal. He wanted to drive again. He wanted to work with kids, and I put it to him, and he said, "Oh, Dad, that's a no-brainer. Let's go for it." Brain surgery, and he said it's a no-brainer. Let's go for it.
8 hours brain surgery, and he's on Facebook the next day with his Rocky picture that I have in the book, you know, grinning, and that's him. That's totally him. He went for it. They never promised a cure.
But you said that his form of epilepsy was one where they could actually almost
they looked deep in the brain. They saw the flares like a Canada Day fireworks. They said, we get that out of there, he's going to be good.
All right.
It reduced it. It reduced the frequency, the severity, but we never got the cure. We never got the miracle.
So he's 22 years old, but he went about 60 days without a
60 days without his friends were with him in his favorite hot tub, and this cover of the book is a picture he takes, puts on Instagram at 3:52 on January the 22nd, 2016, and the seizure probably happened minutes afterwards.
Are you kidding? This picture was taken just before?
By Adam.
Okay.
And it becomes a deeply consoling picture. It's on his penthouse solarium, his favorite place. He has his top off. He's got his arms strategically placed. And to us, it became a really consoling picture with his angels, and the light is just right into the head and the brain. And there's no way the pixels were good enough for it to be the cover, because as a new author, you're told, you go look for the cover in Kohl's and take pictures and tell us what you want. And I knew what the cover had to be. It had to be this picture, but it was really bad. But Adam has, I can just say, Tim, what happens, he messages me a lot since the drowning.
I get it.
And he told me, stop worrying, Dad. I got the cover. It's all good. And on February the 14th last year, St. Valentine's Day, 8:35, Laura from Dundurn says, would you like to see your cover? Voila.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So, at 22 years old, has a seizure and drowns in the hot tub, but this is where the advocacy for the organ donation comes in.
Yeah, we're going to have a speaker today, and we'll talk about the water tower, but we're going to have a speaker today who received double lung. So, Adam...
Is it Christina?
What?
Is it Christina, the double lung?
I think it's someone named Guy, but I'm not sure. I'm not
anyway,
sure.
Double lung recipient.
He, at 16, fills out the G1 license and looks at Mama and says, what's this? She explains what it is. Of course I do that. 10-second conversation. He's an organ donor recipient. He saves 4 lives, 2 kidneys, a liver, and a heart recipient.
You met the heart recipient.
Well, as you know, the rules in Trillium Gift of Life, you're not to know, it's anonymous, everything. We exchange anonymous letters. They're all in the book. But this is a very smart fellow, and he's actually quit his day job as a telemarketer and a conference center guy, and he is now an actor. He's become a professional actor. John Dickout. He creates a fake Facebook page, and he says, do you want to be my friend? And I said, you got my son's heart? I want to be your friend, and we've become very good friends.
And you just came back from San Fran?
California, San Luis Obispo, California.
San Luis Obispo, and they had there's a documentary called A Racing Heart about John and Adam's heart.
And Adam. And John woke up from his heart transplant with 2 vows. I want to know who gave me this heart, and I want to run a race to honor him. And so the documentary is called A Racing Heart, and he runs this race.
This story just goes in so many directions. It's just an incredible story, and much of it is Adam's words.
Yes, and that's really important. People turn the pages and say, I want to see more of Adam. So it's his humor, it's his love, it's his wisdom, it's his joy, and it's his complaints. And he doesn't get there easy. I don't get there easy, even though I completely accepted him for who he is. He simply wanted to be who he was and love who He loved.
Remarkable
I said,
story.
hello, that sounds good to me. Sounds good for everybody, but apparently it's not good for everybody. So he just simply put that out there, and he really is the co-author.
If you want to meet Rick in person, we're going to be, you and I are going to be together at the Water Tower Pub from 4:30 to 7 p.m. tonight. So books will be available there.
Book will be available, $22. It's at Kohl's also.
You're going to speak?
I'm going to speak. A lung transplant recipient is going to speak.
I'm going to be the
Tim's
MC.
going to speak.
We're going to have a great time.
We're going to have lots of fun.
You're going to get to meet this. You will just love. I mean, you can see how charming Rick is. Thank you for being here. I'll see you tonight at the Water Tower Pub. We hope to see you there too. The book is Soar, Adam Soar. We'll be back with Luann right after this.
What a fascinating story. There's so many different aspects to it.
I know. And
Oh my
he's such a
goodness.
great conversationalist.
Isn't he? Yes.
It's going to be a blast. Like, seriously,
Be
come
there
to the
tonight.
pub and meet him. And
Yeah.
the book, I can't wait. I'm getting a copy.
And come to the show tomorrow morning, because you know what?
It's Friday!
Thanks for watching today. Bye.
See you tomorrow.